Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I did a Chanel inspired, sorry my nose is like itchy, a Chanel inspired makeup look, and you guys are gonna have to comment down below and let me know if you think I achieved the goal. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see how to do it, keep watching. Alright, so we're gonna do the full face today. I also got this little guy right here. It was literally like not even a spot, and I literally made it a spot for no reason. Also, it was really nice a few days this week, and I had gotten a little bit of color and sunburn a little bit. So I don't know if the foundation we're gonna use today is gonna match. So we might have to ignore that. But the look I'm doing is based off this Chanel one. I'm gonna try to replicate it as much as I can. So we're gonna start with the eyes. I'm gonna prime them first with my Makeup Revolution Eye Bright Illuminating Under Eye Concealer in the shade Light. I'm just gonna prime my eyes with this. I haven't done makeup in so long, it feels like. For me, a few days is a long time. I haven't posted a video in probably a little less than a week. I'm taking my e.l.f. sponge, which is damp, and I'm just tapping that in. But yeah, it feels like I haven't done makeup in a little bit. Because it was so nice out and stuff, I just wanted to be outside. I wasn't really focused on makeup. And then I had sunburn, so I just wanted to let my skin rest a little bit. Also, if my skin is a little bit flaky, it's because of, my skin might be peeling a little bit. Also, I wanted to apply primer first. Oh well. This is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Hyaluronic Acid Primer. I'm applying a hydrating primer today because with the foundation we're using, I think you're supposed to use a super hydrating one. I'm taking the SL Miss Glam Madison Miller MO2 Full Foundation Brush to apply this primer, but yeah, I just took one pump of it. I should have applied this before I primed my eyes, but whatever. It's still gonna have enough time to sink in. But we have a few products to try today, so I'm really excited. Now, I'm not going to set my eyes with powder or eyeshadow or anything because we're gonna go in with a shimmer shade, and I just want it to be as opaque as possible. I'm gonna take this shade here, which I've shown you guys before. It's the shade Sky. It's like a light icy blue shade. And in the picture that I'm looking at, by the way, this picture is on Pinterest. It looks like she just has it all over her eye space. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm taking my ring finger to apply it. I'm going in with another layer, and I'm fanning it out once I have less on my finger, and I'm taking my middle finger, which has nothing on it, to kind of blend it so it's just really iridescent. It looks crazy right now, but when we do the liner, it'll hopefully look a little bit better. So I'm going to do the other eye. Right, now that I have that shade everywhere, we're gonna do a liquid liner, and we're gonna do a basic wing. So from the inner corner to the outer corner, we're gonna wing it out, and then we're also gonna make a line going up this way, into our crease, and we're gonna do a little baby, cat wing thingy. So yeah, we're just gonna do that. I'm using the Maybelline Master Precise All Day Matte Liquid Liner in the shade Matte Black. So yeah, I'm just gonna start to create the wing. And you could extend it out pretty far. Now it looks really crazy. Also, this part right here, it's not so much a cat wing. I just kind of brought it in my inner corner, but I didn't extend it really. We're gonna clean this up with the makeup wipe, so we're gonna make it a lot sharper and less thick here. But now we're going to take the liner and connect it from here and go into our crease. I'm going to try to do this as best I can to show you guys. But yeah, you want to bring it up and then kind of like straighten it and then flick it up, if that makes sense. I'm going to try my best. I'm going really light first to make sure I get the right shape. So that's the shape, and I'm just going to like fix it up and make it a little bit neater. So that's what the shape should look like. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye, and then we're going to take a black shadow and like smoke it out a little bit to make it look not as neat, if that makes any sense. So I know it looks super crazy right now and not the neatest, but that's okay. We're going to go in with the black shadow now. You can use any black shadow you want. I'm taking the Morphe Madison Beer Channel Surfing Artistry palette. I'm taking the black shadow in here. Oh, right here. It's called Rabbit Hole. I take a super small brush, the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH42. It's super small, and I'm just going to place the shadow right on the tip like that. And then we're just going to go over the black and slowly start to smudge it out. So you can see it's starting to get a little bit smokier. You kind of want to place the shadow originally just on the black, and then once you don't have that initial crazy amount, you want to go towards the edge and blend it out. So you could see it looks a little bit more blended, but it still looks pretty clean and keeps that shape. And then when you go towards the inner corner, you don't need as much. And then you want to be careful when you're blending out this like graphic part. So that's what the liner should end up looking like. So it looks a little bit softer. And you can even add just a lot more black shadow to this inner part to add some depth in the corner. And like blend it onto the lid into where it meets the blue. And the picture doesn't connect the black to the brow, but I kind of like the way that looks. So I'm going to keep it. Taking a makeup wipe and just cleaning this up. And sharpening that wing like that so it looks a little bit thinner. Yeah, that looks better. Alright, so the eyes are basically done. Now I just want to curl my lashes and apply mascara. I was finally able to get my hands on the Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High mascara. This mascara has been everywhere and I wasn't able to try it because on my at Ulta and like CVS and stuff never had it. So I'm so happy that my Ulta finally restocked it. I just curled my lashes. Let's try it out. I love the bottle. The bottle is really pretty and it looks like high end. Doesn't it look really nice? I love the packaging. All right, let's try it out. Let's open it up. It feels really light though. This is, oh, there's a lot that gathers on the tip. All right, this is the applicator and I'm just gonna go in. I'm gonna have to try it again, just like on a day where I'm doing more wearable makeup, obviously, so I can see it better. But this is one coat and I think it looks good so far. I'm gonna do the other eye and then we'll do a second coat. So there's one coat. I'm gonna go in with a second. It's really good at separating the lashes, which I like. Yeah, I think that looks really good. Definitely looks super separated. I find that since it's like pretty comparable to the L'Oreal Telescopic, if I can pronounce it, I would say, that this is a lot better at separating them and it feels a lot softer. Like the L'Oreal Telescopic one, I find like if I go in with too many coats, it gets really clumpy. But I don't think this one would do that from my first impression. So far, I really like that mascara. So yeah, that's exciting. I'm glad I was finally able to try it out. I'm just taking a Q-tip and getting rid of any mascara flakes I got. All right, so now we can test out the foundation. The foundation I have here is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation in a powder. Full matte coverage, waterproof, is what it says. I got the shade 120 Vanilla. I don't know if this is gonna work. I have a little bit of color right now, so I don't know, but we're just gonna have to ignore the color most likely. I'm not really used to powder foundation, so I don't know how I'm gonna like this, but I heard it's like amazing. So everyone I've seen has just been going in with the little puffy thing that comes with it. And by the way, this mirror is like really nice. I actually really like it. So I'm just gonna take some, I don't know how much is enough, and I'm just gonna swipe it. I mean, it's definitely matte. I'm not like a powder foundation girl, so I don't know how I'm gonna like this. I think the color worked though. Also, I don't know how you're supposed to do concealer. Like, I'm just not used to powder foundation, so I'll probably just use a lighter powder instead of like concealer. I don't know, I don't know how I can give a good review on this because I don't wear powder foundation, so I don't know what's good and what isn't, but in my opinion, I don't think it's bad, but I don't know how often I would use it. A little puff makes it easy to get around my nose. And this probably wasn't a good time to try this out since my skin is a little bit going through it because of my sunburn, but I mean, it's definitely blurring. Like, my nose looks blurred, I feel. The color ended up, I'm just a little bit red right now from my sunburn. I have a lighter powder to put like under my eyes and stuff because I look a little bit busted right now. I'm taking the Maybelline Fit Me Set and Smooth Normal to Dry powder, pressed powder in the shade Porcelain. And I need a brush. I'm taking the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH07. And I'm just gonna apply this under my eyes, I guess. That did nothing. That literally does nothing. I'm gonna have to like add some dewiness back into this because this looks a little bit crazy right now. Do some bronzer, I guess. I'm trying this bronzer. I've already tried the formula before. It's the Revlon Skin Lights Prismatic Bronzer, but I got a new shade because I had gotten some color. But now that I'm looking a little bit lighter, I don't know if I should use it. But whatever. This is the one I've been using. It's Sunlit Glow, and then this one is the darker one. I could swatch them side by side. I just have to open it first. All right, so let me swatch Sunlit Glow, which is the one that I've been using and that I love. Sit right there. And this one is the Sun-Kissed Beam. Love the like detail on it. It's like all rigid. They only have 2 shades. So the supposedly darker one is on top, but it doesn't look darker to me. Oh, maybe a little bit. I don't know. Maybe it's just a different tone. This one looks a little bit warmer. Let's just try it. I'm going to use this BH Cosmetics 124 brush. And I'm just going to swirl my brush in there, I guess, and bronze up my face. Normally I do cream contour first, but since we used the powder foundation, I don't want to go in with the cream contour over top. Even though we're going to do cream blush and highlight, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like the cream contour wouldn't have really worked. It wouldn't have blended as well. Well, I mean, I definitely like it, but I also just, yeah, right here is a little bit dry because of my sunburn, but the foundation is definitely picking up on it. Hoping once this whole look is complete, I'm gonna like it a little bit better. I'm gonna do a little bit of nose contour, I think. I'm gonna use the Morphe E62 brush with that bronzer and just go along the sides of my nose a little bit. Know how I like this. I'm gonna take my sponge and my Maybelline powder and just go along the sides of my nose and like under my eye to soften that a little bit. I just have come to the conclusion that I do not like powder foundation, and it's nothing against the foundation, it's just not my style. So I'm like predisposed to not liking it, if you know what I mean. Like I just look a little bit crazy. Let's do some blush. I'm gonna use the Buxom Wanderlust Primer Infused Blush in the shade Dolly. This crown brush, it's an angled brush, and I'm just gonna apply this and be a little bit generous with it to bring some life back to my face because that powder really drained me. And I'm gonna do it over my nose too. All right, that looks a little bit better. It's the Maybelline Cheek Heat Sheer Gel Cream Blush in the shade Nude Burn. I got a new shade of this, well, not new, but like I just got another shade of it. I haven't tried it yet. I'll probably try it with you guys because I've been using this product a lot more lately, so I wanted to get another shade. But I just applied some of that to the back of my hand, and now I'm going to take the other side of my sponge, so the clean side, and I'm just going to apply this to my cheeks to make it a little bit dewier. And I'm kind of just going like all along my cheek too, like I'm going under my eye a little bit because we don't have concealer on, and we're like a little bit red under there anyway because we don't have the concealer. So I'm just going all in. I'm going over my nose as well. I don't even know. In the picture, does she have a lot of blush on? Because I'm applying a lot of blush. She's a good amount. Whatever. Blush fades, so it's fine. To the sides of my forehead also. Just basically everywhere. I don't really have a method at this point. Now we can do some powder highlight, and then we'll do cream highlight. I'm using the Makeup Revolution Highlighter Reloaded in the shade Raise the Bar. I took a gold, which probably doesn't go with the look. Maybe I should actually use this shade. This is Dare to Divulge. It's a little bit more like cool toned and pinky. I think this will look better. I'm gonna use this Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH09 brush. Yeah, that probably looks better than the other one would have, even though this has like a pink hue to it. And my eyeshadow is like blue, but whatever. I'm like applying too much of this. Whatever. And I just highlighted my pimple. This is literally a disaster. What am I doing? Am I okay? I'm taking a pencil, actually. Yeah, pencil brush. I'm taking, this is the Morphe M431. And I'm highlighting my nose. I'm just tapping that with my finger. And then for my inner corner, I'm going into the Madison Beer palette and taking the shade Stained Glass, this one right here, this ColourPop E10 brush, and just apply that to my inner corner. And a little bit to my brow bone, even though that shimmer is like all over. So I'm gonna take what's ever left on that little brush we used with the black and carry it down like the outer part of my lower lash line a little bit. I'm gonna dip my finger lightly back into that shimmery blue shade and just look up and like place it on my lower lash line. This video is like such a mess, but I don't really care anymore. Take my sponge and tap out that highlight, and then we're gonna do some cream highlight on top to make it not as shimmery and more like, just like it's a little sheen, little dew. This is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion Natural Glow Enhancer in the shade Light Glow. And I'm just going to apply some to the back of my hand. Again, taking the back of my sponge and applying this to my cheekbones and literally everywhere where I applied the powder highlight. So see how that adds more of like a dew than a shimmer? I don't know, I feel like it looks better. And we're gonna apply a dewy, I'm trying to avoid my pimple, a dewy setting spray. So that should help bring some life back as well. You guys have to let me know if you try this powder foundation and how you like it, because I don't think I can have an opinion really on it because I don't use this kind of product. I'm gonna go back in though with the little spongy thing that I used with the foundation and whatever's left on it and just apply it over my chin because I highlighted it way too much and it highlighted that pimple a lot. So I'm just going over it. Yeah, that looks better. I don't need a highlighted chin today. So let's do the lips and then my brows. Some lip liner. This is the Patrick Ta Precision Lip Crayon in the shade She's Bold. And I'm just going to line my lips. I'm gonna apply lipstick. I'm gonna apply the Maybelline Color Sensational lipstick. It's the cream formula in the shade Truffle Tease. It's just like a nude brown. It's only like a shade or two lighter than that lip liner. I think that looks good. It might be a little bit too cool toned. Behind this gloss is the NYX Bare With Me Cannabis Sativa Seed Oil Lip Conditioner. So it's just a clear like thing, but I think you can use it over makeup. And it's a nice little gloss. It's not too glossy. I think it looks good. I'm gonna have to try it with no makeup and see how I like it. I'm like wiping the tip off so I don't get makeup in there. I think it looks good. It adds like the perfect amount of sheen. So now I'm going to just run through my brows. This is the Morphe R44 brush. I'm just brushing them up. And then we're gonna do some soap brows. Taking my Makeup Revolution soap styler and my Patrick Ta Major Glow Dewy Milk Mist. And I'm just spraying the soap and taking that Morphe brush and rubbing it in there. And then I'm brushing the brows up lightly. And then we're gonna let them sit for a minute or so. And then we'll press them down and like laminate them. And then I think we're gonna go in with the Glossier Brow Flick just to make them like super defined on the ends, because the ends of my brows are a little bit sparse. So I'm gonna let them dry down. Right, so now I'm gonna take the other end of the brush and just press the brows down. And today we're gonna go with a little bit more of a laminated look than we usually would. So I'm only lightly gonna brush through the brows because I kind of want them to stay upright like that. They still look relatively flat. And then I'm going to take my Brow Flick from Glossier in the shade Brown and just add in some hairs here to make it look like I have more of a defined shape at the end. It makes it look a lot fuller. Yeah, I think that looks a lot better. Let's do some setting spray. I'm taking the Patrick Ta one. I think I'm just leaving the look. And I applied a more generous amount because I do have a matte powder foundation on and I want the dewy look because it's very high-end to be dewy, and we're doing a Chanel inspired look, so that would only make sense. I'm just taking my hair down and I'm just gonna tuck my bangs behind my ears. And yeah, that is the completed look. I hope you guys liked it. I know it's a little crazy. I don't even know if I love it. I mean, I think it looks good, but I don't know. It's different for sure. So comment down below if you guys liked it and how you like that foundation and just like the other products that I tried in the video. And yeah, so I'm gonna go. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day and I'll talk to you in my next one. Bye.